News from Russia and around the world, and we start with our breaking news story this hour. A grenade was detonated on a passenger bus in the southern Russian city of Volgograd, killing 6 people and leaving dozens injured. RT's Alexei Gershevsky joins us now live with more details. Hi there, Alexei. So what do we know at this point?
We do know, according to the investigative committee of the Prosecutor Generals of the Russian Federation, that at about 2 o'clock local time in the city of Volgograd, a female suicide bomber entered a bus packed with people. There were 40 people on board and exploded an explosive device. Whether that was a grenade or a self-made explosive device, that is still being determined, although the RIA Novosti news agency reports that a second grenade was found underneath the exploded bus and was disarmed. That is yet to be confirmed by the officials. In any case, we do know that 6 people were killed in that explosion. 28 were delivered to local hospitals with severe injuries. 27 of them have very, very serious injuries, and one of them suffered a concussion. Nothing life-threatening for that person. We also do know that most of the injured and killed were students of the local university, and the main version, the main reason for the blast now considered by the authorities is a terrorist attack. This is being proved by eyewitnesses on the ground, and one of the survivors, the woman who survived the blast, also said that a suicide bomber, a female suicide bomber, walked inside the bus and detonated the explosive device. The eyewitnesses of what's happened in Volgograd report of nightmare scenes at the bus station, and we managed to speak to one of them. He was not a direct eyewitness. He was the one who witnessed the aftermath of the explosion. Let's have a listen.
I was driving along the bus route. There was a traffic jam, and then I saw a lot of glass on the ground. At first I thought it was just a traffic accident, but I didn't see any cars around. Then about 200 meters down the road, I saw the bus with no windows. They were clearly blown out by an explosion, but it didn't look like the explosion triggered a fire of any kind. There were many ambulances and police around, people getting out of their cars to help. They were pulling people out of the bus, giving them water, sharing their first aid kits. What shocked me is that there was one woman still inside the bus, sat all covered in blood, and I couldn't tell whether she was dead or alive. The bus route starts at the city's heart centre and also passes near the university, so the bus was full of heart patients and students.
Investigators already have information that this female suicide bomber could have been Naida Asiyalova, the citizen of the Republic of Dagestan, wife of one of the Islamist militant terrorists operating in the Russian Caucasus. But of course that will be determined later as the investigation continues. We also have one of our crews flying in to the city of Volgograd, and obviously they'll be bringing more details from the ground as they get there.
Sure. All right. RT's Alexei Gershevsky live with the latest on our developing story. I'm talking about the blast in the Russian city of Volgograd. Alexei, thank you very much. And now back to our breaking news story. The blast on a bus in the city of Volgograd. Authorities say they've identified the attacker as 30-year-old Naida Aisyalova from Dagestan. And here's the latest footage from the blast that claimed 6 lives and left dozens injured. A camera on a passing car distantly captures the moment when the bus exploded. The suicide bomber was reportedly the wife of a leader of radical militant group. Stay with us for updates on this developing story here on RT.